Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. Rinna spills the Beverly Hills tea, everything is pre-planned. It looks like drama is already bubbling in the Real Housewives world again. Rinna, longtime star of the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, is spilling some seriously hot tea about what really goes on behind the cameras. In a new interview, Rinna claimed there is significant pre-planning involved in the show, specifically orchestrated by producers. She even revealed that during filming, an editor sits in the back room and writes down everything. If we're being honest, it's not a total shocker, but it's still juicy. So we're here for it. The actress turned reality star, who spent 8 seasons lighting up RHOBH with chaotic fashion and iconic one-liners, is finally confirming what fans have long suspected. In her words, the show is very pre-planned. Known for her bold looks, catchphrases, and never being far from the drama, hello, wine glass toss, Rinna was one of RHOBH's most talked about figures. Now she's getting candid about the reality behind the reality show. There's a lot of people behind the scenes. A lot of people that make a show like that work, Rinna said while on the Don't Talk About the Husbands podcast. It looks very effortless. You see us say at a lunch scene, it's set up before. Everybody gets an email saying that it's coming up on Saturday, maybe in 2 weeks. You know that you're going to someone's house. You're going to show up at this time. They send cars for you, so you get driven there because they don't want you to drink and drive. She continued, there's usually 3 cameras around you. It's usually set up around an event or a lunch or a party. There's a lot of pre-planning that goes on. There's a lot of producers. It can go on for hours at a time. You never really know when it's going to end. Big yikes. So much for spur-of-the-moment drama. Though Rinna announced her exit from RHOBH in early 2023, after years of stirring the pot and dividing the fanbase, she's not quite done with reality TV. With season 14 of Real Housewives of Beverly Hills bringing in new cast members and reigniting old feuds, fans are already questioning just how real reality TV is. They decide they want this person here first. So there's planning and that kind of stuff. There was waiting in the car a lot of times, Rinna revealed. Then they come out to your car, they mic you in your car, they'd have to put a mic on your back, and then they wait for something to happen. Even her husband, actor Harry Hamlin, chimed in with a behind-the-scenes tidbit. The amount of film that is actually run through those cameras relative to the amount that shows up on the TV screen. The editors go through hundreds and hundreds of hours of footage to find 42 minutes of film. And speaking of editors, Rinna had even more to say. I feel so sorry for those editors. They literally have somebody in a back room. So let's say we're filming at someone's house. They would take a little back room and set up a monitor. There's somebody there writing down everything everyone is saying in a scene. They do this to figure out what to use and where to go, and keep track. So while the glitz, glam, and tears may look spontaneous, it turns out much of it is mapped out long before the first sip of rosé. If you're already missing Rinna's signature sass, and frankly, who isn't, you'll be happy to know she's stepping into another reality space. Rinna is set to join the cast of The Traitors Season 4, the Emmy-winning reality competition show hosted by Alan Cumming, and she won't be alone. The new season is serving a spicy cocktail of Bravo celebs, reality stars, Olympians, and our favorite contestant already, the best Kels out there, Mama Donna Kels. Yes, Travis and Jason Kels's mom. Wild. We're already obsessed. With that stacked cast, expect nothing short of high-stakes deception, drama, and of course, Rinna's signature smirk. When Rinna talks, people listen. Whether it's a coy smirk across a dinner table or a well-timed dig laced with lip gloss and confidence, Rinna knows how to stir the pot. But recently, the former Real Housewives of Beverly Hills star turned the tables, this time spilling tea not on her fellow housewives, but on the show itself. And honey, it's piping hot. In a recent no-holds-barred interview, Rinna claimed that much of the drama fans live for is pre-planned. Cue the gasps, clutches of invisible pearls, and shaken martinis. For longtime RHOBH viewers, this revelation may not come as a total shock. Suspicion has swirled for years that some of the show's confrontations felt just a little too convenient. But hearing it straight from Rinna, A woman who spent 8 drama-packed seasons wielding catchphrases and throwing metaphorical grenades is another story altogether. People think it's all spontaneous, she said, sipping from her signature oversized wine glass. But trust me, everything is mapped out before the cameras roll. According to Rinna, while the emotions may be real, the circumstances in which they erupt are often orchestrated like a glittering, high-stakes soap opera, and if anyone would know how to spot a script, it's a Days of Our Lives alum. She didn't stop there. Rinna dove deeper into the mechanics of reality TV, painting a picture of group chats, off-camera alliances, producers who steer the ship, and cast members who are well aware of their roles in the grand narrative. You get a heads up, she explained. They'll say, so-and-so might bring up what happened in Vegas, and boom, you've got yourself a scene. The Vegas situation, of course, is hypothetical, or maybe it's not. Either way, Rinna's point was clear. There's a chessboard behind the champagne-fueled chaos, and every cast member is both a player and a pawn. Fans might wonder, does this mean all the tears, fights, and broken friendships were fake? Not exactly. Rinna is careful to draw a line between what's manufactured and what's authentic. Feelings are real. Reactions are real. But don't think for a second it just happens. There's always a setup, she said. That infamous glass-shattering dinner in Amsterdam, pre-planned confrontation. That explosive yacht meltdown in season 6, highly encouraged. The dog drama heard round the world, a storyline with legs. But Rinna's revelations don't stop at how the sausage is made. They shine a light on the toll it takes. It's like psychological warfare, she admitted. You walk into a room knowing something's coming. You don't know what or from who, but you know. And you have to be ready to perform. This constant hyper-awareness can wear on even the strongest of personalities, and Rinna, for all her bravado, is no exception. She admitted to leaving the show partly because it started to feel more like manipulation than entertainment. When it stops being fun, it's time to go, she shrugged. Still, she doesn't regret her time on the show. Not for a minute. RHOBH gave me a platform, a brand, and let's be real. It's iconic. But people need to understand. What you see isn't always what's real. It's a version of reality. A shiny, dramatic, filtered version. It's a sentiment echoed by other housewives over the years, but none have put it quite so bluntly. Rinna isn't just spilling tea. She's pulling back the velvet curtain and giving fans a glimpse at the machinery that fuels one of Bravo's biggest franchises. Of course, not everyone is thrilled with her candor. Some former co-stars reportedly feel betrayed, arguing that Rinna is biting the hand that fed her. Others accuse her of trying to stay relevant now that she's no longer in the opening credits. But Rinna, ever unbothered, just flips her signature hair and keeps going. I've always told the truth, my truth, she said. I didn't come to play nice. I came to work. And when you're working on a show like that, you have to play the game. So, what does this mean for the future of RHOBH? Will fans now watch every confrontation with squinting suspicion? Will cast members feel pressured to break the fourth wall in order to stay credible? Or will it simply become part of the show's ever-evolving mystique? Only time will tell. For now, Lisa Rinna's tea-splashed truth bomb has cracked open a fresh layer of reality within reality TV, and whether you're clutching your pearls or rolling your eyes, one thing is clear. Even when she's off the show, Rinna knows how to dominate the narrative. As she puts it, drama isn't an accident, it's an art form. Cue the diamond-shaped title card, a moody orchestral sting, and a slow zoom into Lisa's smirking face as she toasts the camera.